would you ideally want from this butt pizza mold?
So obviously everyone's talking about the latest release of these Epstein files, and we're going to get into some of that, but first we want to talk about why they're releasing us these files and why it's become public information. Now, we're intentionally made aware of the things we're made aware of for manipulative purposes. They don't show us anything or tell us about anything for our personal benefit. The only things we see and we hear about is things that benefit them. It's all manipulation. That's all it really comes down to. And everyone's talking about accountability and who's going to hold them accountable and like all that.
Nobody.
Nobody's going to, these people can't be held accountable because the people that hold people accountable need to be held accountable themselves.
It's just this like never ending, like, and it's not, it's actually very simple, but it's just never going to be fixed. It's so systemic. The only people that could stop them is us, but they've beat us down and have exhausted us and taken everything from us. And we're so busy and life moves so fast and we're broke and hungry
They
and
keep us busy,
tired.
distracted, and divided
No one,
intentionally.
and they keep us out of homes because they don't want you being prepared. They don't want you to feel safe. They want you to feel insecure, needy, uh,
That's why
confused.
housing is so expensive right now. It's completely on purpose. It's so that you're not in a stable environment. They want everyone in apartments with no resources and nowhere to put anything because if you're in a home,
Vulnerable.
yeah, you're very vulnerable when you can't afford a home. This is all the pricing on everything right now is completely intentional.
And
It's
I see in comments like people who want to like stock up on things for a disaster, like war breaking out or whatever happens next, but they can't because they don't even have enough money
money or
to buy
space.
anything extra or space or like it's just
You can't even afford to take one day off of work.
yeah,
If you can't afford to take one day off of work, you're not going to be a part of any revolution. And that's the whole
that's
point.
what they want. So
They
then
they knew this day would come.
and you right. And the whole point is that we're the only people that could hold them accountable, could take over. Like it's ingrained into like everything about America has always been about freedom and this country was founded upon united we stand, divided we fall.
But it's all
There was
bullshit.
no two-party system. It was we were always supposed to be on the same side. And then they implemented all of this division and it starts off with just two parties and then you go and then it's white versus black and then it's what COVID was vaccine versus no vaccine, mask versus no mask.
Everything
And
is
then
just
it's
division with two
conspiracy
sides.
theorists and against debunkers and it's like it's just everything all the
Religion
time.
versus science.
Yeah, it's everything all the time. So it's like every single thing they do is to divide us. Everything they put in our face is to divide us. They pay people. I mean, there are a lot of real people protesting right now, but they'll pay people to go in like that man at one of those protests for Renee Good. It maybe not, I don't know. Probably a very real protest and a Fed went in there and lit a American flag on fire. And he got caught because he lit the flag on fire and then left. And he got called out and it was a whole thing.
They paid him to
But
do this.
they do that. They did it in the BLM movement. The people who were actually protesting and part of the movement were doing it peacefully and they'll pay people to come in and start lighting buildings on fire, destroying property, like it.
They're intentionally
Yeah.
trying to get people to riot and fight back right now.
They want us to hate each other
They
like
want
as
us.
much as possible.
It's a psychological civil war right now. It really is. And that's the reason why there's so much AI videos going around and why they're faking all this stuff. Like the Renee Good and the Alex Pretty assassinations. Those those were fake. I don't know who needs to hear this, but those were AI videos. And they're doing this completely on purpose. And they're also making the videos noticeably AI intentionally because they know that 50% of us are going to notice that these videos are AI. And they know that the other 50% of people aren't going to notice and they're going to argue with us that they're not AI. And that just creates more division.
Everyone's just fighting all the time. And I do think like ICE is real and it is a really like
ICE is
fucked
real,
up thing that's
but
happening,
only
but
about half the videos are real.
and there's been 8 ICE related deaths, whether they were shot in a detention
I
center,
think it was 9.
whatever the number is, a ridiculous amount since the beginning of the year. And the only 2 that anyone has talked about, the only 2 that have been a headline, the only 2 that we have video of, the only 2 that there's been protests for across the country has been those 2.
For Pretty and Good.
So that just kind of why.
Which we've already proved it was that they were both fake incidents. We pointed out hundreds of impossible coincidences and glitches in these videos. And if you haven't seen them, then you can go to my TikTok to see these videos. Now, as for the Epstein stuff, everyone's talking about accountability and why these people are still walking around and how come there's no investigating being done and why isn't the president in jail then? It's because these people cannot be taken down. You're literally asking a bunch of rapist, murdering cannibals to go after some rapist, murdering cannibals and hold them accountable. It's not going to happen.
And if they were going to, he'd be in jail right now because they've had these files for years.
We didn't need these files to become aware of what's going on. We've already known.
And without the files, we know that he's a sex offender and a rapist and a horrible, malevolent human being.
Yeah, you didn't need these files. It's not really any new information. We're just getting it on paper. This is stuff we already knew.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that the whole point of everything that they're doing is humans, like a lot of other animals, are social creatures. Like we need community. We need villages. We need neighborhoods. We need a sense of a circle. Like I love the quote, "It takes a village," because it doesn't just apply to motherhood. I think it applies to everything.
Yeah.
I think that it's really important, and I think that they've taken that away from us for too long. And now I think that's why everyone is depressed. Everyone is lonely. Women hate men. Women don't want to have kids anymore.
It's all intentional.
Men are addicted to porn. It's like it's just the streets are filled with drug addicts with drugs that they put on the streets. And everyone's just sad and exhausted.
Everyone's unhappy and exhausted.
And done.
And that's a part of their agenda. They're trying to exhaust everyone right now. They want everyone to feel the way that they currently
just defeated. Feel. They just want everyone to feel defeated.
Basically, what I believe is they're attempting to desensitize and normalize their own behavior. Like they no longer care if we're aware that they're all pedophiles and rapists and killers. They don't care if we know that information. They're attempting to normalize it. That's why they're intentionally showing us all of this stuff. Because they don't really care anymore.
Yeah. I think they just want us to feel crazy. Like, what do I even do with this information?
Yeah,
like I can't call the police.
They know there's nothing we can do.
You can't do anything about it. So then you feel even less like you're powerless, you're hopeless, you're helpless.
They want us obedient and submissive no matter what they're doing. No matter what they do, it's kind of like a message. They're like, we're doing this and there's nothing you can do about it. And it that's what they're after right now. They want everyone submissive.
Yeah.
And they it's almost like they're putting it in our face and for a reason.
Yeah, and it's not even all of it either. Like
And first of all, 3 million documents.
yeah, that's
They know that it's not possible to go through 3 million documents. That's just it's not how is anyone going to do that?
I don't know. I don't know how they did it because they redacted so much
And
information.
there's like 100 million total.
Yeah.
How is there 100 million? How does that even make
I
sense?
know, and that's not even like that's like mostly emails and court documents.
100 million?
Like
Yeah, that's not even including text
where
messages
is
or
all the
or
like
videos.
yeah, I don't know where
100 million emails? Does anyone even understand how many emails that is? And that's another thing. Who even sends emails like their text? Because a lot of these emails is just like one sentence, and then in reply is one sentence, and then they send one more sentence. Who emails like they're texting? That it doesn't. A lot of it just doesn't really add up to me for some reason.
hmm.
Like, and I'm not saying that it's fake, but I don't really know. It just seems sketchy, the whole thing. So we're gonna look at a few of these emails now. All right, so first of all, pizza and pasta is mentioned way too many times in these emails for Pizzagate to not be a real thing. And
They've been mentioned too many times
thousands of times. You're not talking about pizza
and not just
that
these, like
often.
Podesta, like Pizzagate is real.
Pizzagate
Pizzagate's
is a
real.
real thing.
The whole like Pizzagate was real in 2016 and all of it got wiped off the internet. The every major headline was debunked, fake news. You can't even hardly look it up anymore.
If you even look up Pizzagate, then you just get a bunch of links to things that are talking about how it's a hoax and it's something that's
But
not
it's
real.
like very obviously
It's very real.
and the pizza code, like everyone likes wants you to believe that it's an innocent word and it was always an innocent word. Pizza was used as a code by pedophiles before Pizzagate. That's why people started raising an eyebrow. Like, why are you saying it so much? Why
Yeah,
are,
in the way that they say it too just
it's
doesn't
just
make any sense.
weird.
Like that one email about how there was a pizza related map
Map
on the
on a
back of a
handkerchief.
handkerchief.
And it was a whole, like, that's a whole nother video
And that's
that we
just one example. There's thousands, probably millions.
we
Like
should do a
according to these
video
emails.
about Comet Pizza and like
We'll have a video on Pizzagate probably within the next few days. Like look at this email right here. It just says the subject is your pizza is yummy yummy. Thank you for the pizza today. Really good. Like you're obviously not talking
any
about
I
pizza.
mean they literally it's mentioned like over 900 times.
Pizza.
And it's like I know like I love pizza. I don't know many people that don't love pizza, but I don't love pizza that much. I think if we went in our texts, which there's like 7 years worth of texts,
We
we
probably mentioned pizza a
probably
few times.
yeah.
And it'd just be like, "Oh, do you want
Should
to
I pick up pizza?
should
Do
I
you want
get
to
a
order
pizza tonight?"
pizza? Not like I love pizza. Your pizza was so yummy and like there's a lot of
And
other
like, "Oh,
weird
I hope you have enough for a pizza after the party."
pizza party this weekend. Why are full-blown adults having pizza parties?
Yeah, you don't it's just
I've
it's
never
very
been to a
obvious.
pizza party outside of school. Like yeah, pizza parties in like middle school, elementary school, or like you go to a birthday party and there's pizza. But I don't know. I've never been to a pizza
And
party.
like what type of billionaires eat pizza that often?
I know.
It's like I mean, you don't really need convincing anymore to know what they're talking about. And hot dogs too.
Yeah,
Mention
the
of hot
hot
dogs,
dogs.
pizza, and pasta.
Well,
It's just too much.
there's a whole list of like what those mean.
Yeah, you can look
break
up
that up.
exactly what these words mean.
Well, no, because the everything online will tell you that it's fake
Yeah,
news.
yeah,
But
you gotta look in the
I
right
have,
spots.
we'll bring it up. More pizza parties. It's just pizza, 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 pizza. Sent pizza to Bobby. His friend Bobby really likes pizza. He
Well,
talks to Bobby about pizza a
it,
lot.
and like, have you ever emailed someone talking about pizza or even just food in general? That's not something you put in an email. It doesn't make sense. That would be a text, if anything. Oh, do you want to get pizza tonight? It's not going to be an email.
Oh yeah, this was my favorite. I mean, not my favorite because it's just disgusting, but he's emailing. Oh, this is texts actually.
Oh, there were some texts released.
I this is not many at all, but this is Aaron Coe and Self, which I'm assuming is him. She says, "Hey, how many uses would you ideally want from this butt pizza mold?" Then she says, "Also, I just want to say I think that pizza is going to be extra challenging to pull off. It's not chocolate or sugar, which starts out liquid and hardens. Under the best circumstances, pizza dough can be a pain in the ass, pardon the expression, to work with. Normally, you want to cook it lying flat. Even a cake, even cake batter is easier. So just keep that in mind. It might be really hard to get the pizza thing to work, but I'll make you a bakeable mold." So the cake thing too, like if you dive into the Pizzagate rabbit hole and Comet Pizza and and you'll figure out that chocolate cake is another one of their code words, I guess, for kids.
It's like it's like that's all they care about. Is like they're so sexual for some reason.
Yeah, it's so
Like
gross.
and with kids. And this is it's like that's the only thing they even care about. It's all they talk about. It's I don't who's like I don't get it.
Yeah, there's nothing like butt cake. Like, what do you, I don't understand what that even means. And
Butt cake mold.
even if it's not about children, which doesn't even make sense anyway, but still, like, why are you so creepy and what do you, they're all like so hypersexual and they're always talking about weird, like his,
There's never a normal conversation even once.
there is like hundreds of emails and different things that I saw and when I was digging through his files, just like sending porn back and forth, links to porn back and forth. He signed up for like 100 different porn websites and getting those emails every day. And it's all teens. Like it's all like every single one is teenagers or labeled that way. Like even sending it to his girlfriend, the last known girlfriend that he had. And then it's it's just crazy. I've never met anyone that talks about sex and the things that they talk about as much as they do.
These people, they're different.
And if
If they're
I
even people.
did,
We don't even know if they're people. They could be something else. Just some type of evil that we're not even aware of.
and then if you go, there's actually a I forget where I found it. Oh, it's in that Google Drive. We'll have to share that on here somehow. There's a whole Google Drive with a bunch. It's a basically a compilation of just a bunch of different files and conspiracy theories and things like that.
From a guy that's been doing research for
Yeah,
years on
it's
just on
amazing.
the dark web or wherever the hell he gets this information.
It's amazing.
He has dirt on everyone and gives you their backstory and who they are and why they're doing the things they do.
So there's this book that was made for him. How do you say your name?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine? I never say it right. Ghislaine had all his friends and family like come together to make him a book for his 50th birthday. So she just has a bunch of different pages. And there'll be pictures, or there's a letter from somebody, or whatever. And all of his friends talk about something like very sexual. Like basically their whole card is about remembering some sexual escapade they went on, or like, I just don't.
That's not like a conversation that guys like even have with each other, like normal guys. Like that's an awkward conversation. Nobody even wants to talk about that type of stuff. But this is just their main thing that they do all the time.
It's so strange. Even if they weren't like child rapists and eating babies, it would still be really weird and off-putting that they're so depraved. I don't know. I don't like it. But
And I don't think anybody likes it.
they do.
Well, they like it.
And there's so many inside jokes and code words and stuff. You were saying earlier, like, if they didn't think that anyone was going to see these at the time, why are they still using all this weird language? And they must be, because if you look at what started the whole Pizzagate thing, the WikiLeaks Podesta emails, when there's too much, like the map, handkerchief, pizza, what? First of all, handkerchief is something that people will use, like
Yeah, even
the
that's a code word.
LGBTQ community would use handkerchiefs, especially back before there was like cell phones and things like that, to kind of whoever was on the in and knew what the handkerchief was, there's different codes, like color codes, or you wear it in your front pocket or your back pocket or the right side or the left side, and that all means something.
Yeah.
So there's this whole breakdown of all the codes, and then map is a minor attracted person, and pizza is pizza. And so, but if you're looking at that, like the whole Pizzagate thing got debunked because they said, well, child porn was never brought up once. Pedophilia was never brought up once. They never specifically said anything um wrong, really. But then they never answered, what did that mean then? They never even gave us a stupid lie answer.
I know.
They just completely, nope, it's fake.
Because they don't really care what we think at all. They don't seem to care. And that's what this is really all about, is they don't care if we have access to this stuff. They don't care what we think about them and what we know about them.
Well, because they
It's
can
at that
control
point.
everything they control everything that we see. And a lot of people think like they found, you know what I mean? People will be like, "Oh, I found this." Or like or everyone likes to talk about the classified CIA documents that come out. And it's
Yeah,
like, no,
the
if they didn't want you
declassified.
to find this, the
Yeah.
gateway
Yeah, any
fought like,
CIA documents that they put out there, they're making you aware of that
I get the gateway
intentionally.
tapes and I get people have done it and they say it works, but it's not a secret.
Yeah.
You didn't find anything out. There's no
They're
secret.
giving it to you. They're showing you this stuff. So
Anything that
it's
they
not a
don't
secret.
want found, they don't want seen by us, won't be and never will be seen.
It's not going to be the thing that's in the spotlight. Like they're putting these Epstein files right in the spotlight right now, intentionally. And there's reasons for that. It's not like there's this like organization that's good at the top and then they're trying to take down the evil side. No, they're all evil. They're all in on it. They're all corrupt. They're all criminals.
And not just in the government. It's celebrities, it's artists, pizza shop owners. Like they're everywhere all the time, and they've they're all part of this weird spider web connection all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
And it's just they feel it's okay because there's a lot of them and they're going to protect each other. And since they're all doing it, I do believe there's some people that have good intentions in our government lower down on the list.
Well, anyone who makes it too high up that has good intentions,
Right.
they end up getting taken out. And it's happened a bunch of times. Politicians who actually want to do good and then they end up killing themselves,
Mm-hmm.
supposedly. It
Dying
happens all the
suspiciously.
time.
Yeah, I don't know.
The thing that really bothers me is how many emails and documents they put out all at once. Like they know that if you hear, oh, 3 million documents, they know that 99% of people are just going to be like, oh, I don't know, and like not even look at any of them
Well, and
because of how
too,
much it is all at once.
I was thinking this earlier, like they almost want it, the people who do want to look and who do want to like dive into it, it's first of all information overload, and I think they want you to be spending all your time doing that right now. They want you to be spending hours
Yeah.
looking through all that stuff.
They don't
And I
care.
don't know why. I don't know if it's a distraction and they're doing something else. That's usually what's happening. But they want you spending all of your time looking through them.
Looking through
And they
anything.
make
That's why
and,
it's information overload all the time.
and they also I think are like trying to make us feel like we won or something. And we didn't because they're still hiding so much. There's
Yeah.
still so much redacted.
Yeah.
We didn't really gain anything except for,
But at the same time, they're trying to make us feel like there's nothing we can do about it.
well, yeah, you feel defeated, but at the same time, like, here, you got what you wanted. Happy now.
Yeah. Like they know that like no one's going after these people. And even if there was some like small organization of people that did want to take these people down, those people are just going to get taken out. Like everyone's just expecting like the cops and the investigators to go after these people, but it's not going to happen. And what happens when the cops and it aren't going after these people, and what happens when there's no investigating being done? What happens then? Nothing. That's exactly what's going to happen. If someone was to go after them, they're going to end up dead. That's pretty much just how it works. And that's why these people haven't been taken down already. So we're not going to get too much more into these documents because we don't really we mainly just wanted to talk about why they're releasing these documents and that it's just more manipulation.
And you can find them. That's all anyone's talking about.
And everyone's talking about these documents anyway. It's pretty easy to go and see what's on
You can
these
go on
documents.
TikTok,
I mean, nobody has gone through all of them,
Instagram.
but it doesn't really matter anyway because
You get the
you
point.
get the point.
Everyone's involved.
They're raping and eating kids. That's what they do.
Yeah.
There's no like other way to put it. They rape and they kill and they eat kids. That's the gist of it. But the main reason, like the main thing that we just wanted to go over is the reasoning behind why we believe that they're releasing these files to us. Because it is just more manipulation.
And there's still people defending Trump.
Yeah, isn't that almost impossible
So
to comprehend that some people are actually out there saying like, no, Trump is the one that's after these corrupted people. And
Yeah.
how are you still defending Trump?
because they're gonna die on that hill.
It doesn't even make sense.
They're literally going to die on that hill.
And there's not as many people supporting Trump still as people think because he has millions of bot accounts that are on all apps just defending him in comment section, making posts about him. There's AI accounts that just talk about Trump. It's all over Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah,
all
I feel like
apps.
his approval rate is probably like not even 10%.
Like when it comes to real people, I guarantee you it's about maybe tops 20% of people, and they're all they're all the older generation of people too.
I know Trump, I've known like Trump diehards, like, people I worked with, whatever, and
It's probably not even
they like
20%.
I'm talking MAGA hats, flags, like love Trump. They're done. They're not Trump supporters anymore. They took it all down. They threw away their hats.
And they're just
They don't
ashamed
talk
now.
about it
Yeah,
anymore.
they don't want to talk
They
about
all of a sudden like they don't want to talk politics.
it. And for the people that
And they
do,
loved talking politics before and trying to
they
make
yeah,
you
they
feel
used to.
stupid.
They used to. But for the people that do still support him, all you're really going to hear out of them is, oh, what they're saying about him on the news is fake, and the Epstein files, like, yeah, that's not real and all that. When it doesn't even really matter at this point
Yeah.
because
It's the Democrats.
yeah,
That's
it's the
what they say.
Democrats.
It's the left.
There's no such thing as Democrats and Republicans. It's a division tool. It's two wings of the same
There
bird.
never was.
If you haven't realized this at this point that we're at right now, then you're honestly hopeless.
There never was two parties because America wasn't established that way. They wanted to give us this illusion of choice, even though you have more choices in the cereal aisle than you do. Okay, I can go to the cereal aisle and there's 2,000 different kinds of cereals and flavors, but you get two options for president, and it's always pick the lesser of two evils. And I only get to pick between two parties or independent or don't vote at all, don't participate because it doesn't matter anyway who I pick. They already picked.
Yeah.
And it
Your vote has never mattered. Voting is illusion of choice.
because
Even
exactly.
even picking a
And
different
for
cereal.
division. It's still for division. And yeah, when you pick a cereal, you're still getting fucking poisoned.
Yeah, and it's still illusion of choice though, because all of those cereals are owned by one mega
Mm-hmm.
corporation. That like it's everything is illusion of choice. Everything they do is a psyop and a manipulation tactic, and it works for them. And the system, it's not that the system is broken. It's operating exactly as it
It
was meant
is.
to.
Exactly. And everything they do is to break us down and to take away our confidence, and they make us insecure so that we don't have the guts to stand up for ourselves. We don't have the time, we don't have the energy, we don't have any willpower to stay. If this was happening and the people like say, I don't know, boomers, like there was this great awakening for boomers or those past generations where they hadn't like maybe beaten them down so hard, there would be an all out, like something would have happened. Look at other countries and what other countries are doing and overthrowing their governments and like, and we're just sitting here
Because everyone
and the
is just
entire world is watching and we're waiting for someone else to come and save us, and no one's coming.
no,
No
no.
one's ever gonna come. We have to do it. And I see so many comments on posts with it'll have 30,000 likes on it, 100,000 likes. We have to do something. Revolution. Let's take them down. We need to come together with 100,000 likes on it, and then nothing happens. We protest and that's great, but that's not working, obviously.
Peaceful protest is meaningless.
It's not
honestly.
working.
It doesn't it's only going to be violence. That's the only thing that's ever going to work.
Or literally stop paying your taxes, stop going to work, stop
That's why they
spending your
intentionally
money.
keep everyone busy, distracted, and divided at all times. That's their main goal. If they can keep us busy, distracted, and divided and keep us exhausted all the time, there's nothing anyone can do. If the prices are
They're
too high,
powerless.
if the prices are too high on everything, then you can't afford to miss a day at work. And if you can't miss a day at work, then you're not going to be helpful anywhere.
We're powerless. They want us completely reliant on them so that we will be less likely to turn against them. Because then what? And everyone's just so desperate every day.
The thing they fear is us coming together. That's their biggest fear, is all of us
That's
joining
why
together.
everything they do is to pull us apart. And they take away the one thing that humans crave, which is a sense of community. And like, there's just no one gets together anymore. No one does anything. Like, my parents and my family when I was young, like, there would be cookouts every other weekend, and on when Thursday episodes of a new show came out, we get together every Thursday to watch the show together. Random, just random, even if you're just sitting there with each other. Neighbors talk to each other. There's nothing like that anymore. And if your family does that, that's amazing. But I don't know anyone who has a sense of community.
All right, well, I think we talked enough about where we stand on these Epstein files. In the next episode, we're probably gonna be talking about Pizzagate a little bit more.
And then after that, we might, unless something else comes up in the meantime, we'll have a long
I did want to do
video.
a full video on ICE and what's going on with that and why that's going on. But yeah, we'll talk about some stuff in the next video. Don't forget to follow on TikTok, Nightfall and Angel. And then we just made a TikTok page for clips of what's on the YouTube channel, and that's called Nightfall and Molly. So don't forget to follow that.